on this kind of mustardy brown smoky eye that I am wearing right now. I filmed this video last year or the very beginning of this year, I can't really remember, but at the time the quality of my videos were just so terrible that you really couldn't see anything I was doing in it. So I thought that I would recreate it now that I feel like I've kind of got a little bit of a groove going with my setup at the moment. I really hope you guys enjoy it. It's very, very different than your traditional kind of brown smoky eye. It's got a little bit of a twist to it, and it might not be for everyone, but I think it actually would complement most people's skin tone and eye color to a T. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not, and thumbs up the video if you do enjoy it. Check the down bar for links to all my social media platforms, and all the product information that I mentioned in the video will be down there. I will talk to you guys very soon. I think the next video I'm going to do is either going to be a MAC lipstick darks kind of video, or I'm going to do like a perfect MAC palette video. So I will let you guys vote down below on what you want to see the most, and I'll have that up for you very soon. I love you guys more than you will ever know. Bye. Okay guys, today we are starting off with primed eyes and Sunny Spot Pro Longwear from MAC on a fluffy E40 brush from Sigma as always. This E40 brush is my holy grail fluffy brush. It really does get the product in there nice and smooth and evenly. And in this particular look, we are taking all of our colors, for the most part, equally saturated from inner corner of the eye to the outer corner of the eye. If you start off your eyeshadow look making sure this color, your transition color, is really smooth and blended, it's going to make the rest of the look so much easier to achieve. Then I'm going in with this color from Make It Forever. I recently got it in a haul. I will link the name of it down below. I think it's M738. And on a 286 brush from MAC, I am focusing this a little bit lower in the crease, inwards and outwards, from the inner corner towards my nose, towards the outer corner, towards my brow. Wow, I just said towards a lot. I'm going to tell you right now, if you guys get any of these Make It Forever eyeshadows, take your time with them. Do not go in there thinking it's a regular eyeshadow like you probably use from other companies. I did that on my other eye and it was way too much. So work slowly with this product line. But it's beautiful, I'm just saying. Fun fact, word of the wise. Anyway, inner corner, outer corner, blending, blending, blending. Make sure that you don't take this too high. Even though we want the color to be very, very intense, we don't want it to go up towards our brow. And then as always, whenever we add one color, we go back in with a fluffy brush and we blend the two colors together to make sure they're nice and friendly on our eyelid. I never skip this step. I just think it's important that you guys know that half of the battle of doing a smoky eye is blending. Now I'm going in with a Make It Forever shadow. This is the color 162. It's an OG favorite of mine. I don't know the name of it with the new relaunch of the eyeshadows. Please tell me if you do. And on a really precise brush, I placed that in the outer corner, and then with the fluffy brush, I blended it out. I like to do that with dark colors. It prevents them from getting too high up on my lid. Then I'm going in with Bobbi Brown Almond eyeshadow. Actually, it's a blush, but I use it as eyeshadow. You could use Texture from MAC if you wanted to, but I just like this one more. And I'm just putting that all over the lid. And as we discussed earlier, we are going to go in with other shadow brushes that we've used earlier in this look, just to make sure that those colors don't go away with saturation and they stay nice and blended. If you stay on top of it as you do these kind of looks, it's going to make your life a lot easier. And even though these colors are really intense and just kind of all over the lid, we want to make sure to use the colors to create the definition and the structure on our lid so it doesn't look like a big orange pumpkin colored mess. So yeah, just make sure you are blending, me more. Then I'm going in with rice paper. I use this in every single tutorial. It is my brow highlight. Every eyeshadow look benefits from an eyebrow highlight, and this is mine. Now I'm going in with NYX Gel Liner. I decided to do my liner off camera because my wing is rather large and in charge. You do not have to go this serious with it, but I prefer it when I do a matte kind of monochromatic look like this. Then I went in and added just a little bit more of that 162 on the outer corner. I almost always do this when I have wing liner because the darkness of that wing liner and how thick I put it out in the outer part of my eye can kind of take away the depth and dimension we've created. And then I always go in with a pencil brush and just kind of feather it into the darker shadow, the 162, and I feather it into the dark liner just to create a seamless transition. And you guessed it, we're gonna blend out a little bit more. Now I'm just going in and concealing and highlighting my face with Pro Longwear Concealer and NW20. I didn't see a point in, you know, going too in depth with this part because it is very repetitive and I just don't want to sound like a broken record. So under the eyes, bridge of the nose, forehead, cupid's bow, and chin is where I always put that concealer. Now I'm going in with Marc Jacobs The Remedy Under Eye Highlighter in, I think it's called Bright Idea. I love this highlighter. The tip of it is magnetic, metal, so it's very cooling on the eye. It's really nice. I'm putting this underneath my eyes. I tend to go a little bit in a sandwich with the highlighting when I have a dark smoky eye, just to make sure that I don't look too, I don't know, sick when I have really dark eyes and the rest of my face isn't highlighted. I think it's a nice touch when you're doing a smoky eye. You don't have to, but I recommend it. And then I'm going in with my Beauty Blender and I am just blending all that together on the old face like always. Now I'm going in with, I can't remember if this is Emphasize or Accentuate. It's an OG powder from MAC that I've been using forever and just don't really get a hold of very much anymore. But I'm using it because I'm a little bit more fair. The only thing I don't like about this powder, and I totally forgot, is it's not really good at mattifying or really setting your concealer. I noticed that as I was doing my makeup, if I touched my face, it felt like my concealer was still really wet or sticky. So this doesn't hold up as well as my Hourglass or my Anastasia for truly setting, but it does a great job of kind of brightening up and bringing a lot of light and attention to the areas of the face that I apply it. Now I'm smoking out my bottom lash line. I never skip this step either. But I don't want you guys to think you have to do it. You really don't. But if you look here in this shot that's coming up, hurry up. Okay, hurry up, Winnie. I'm blending it out my eyeshadow, but you can tell right away how much rounder my right eye looks versus my left one. And that's why I always do this. That's just the shape I like to create. You can skip it, but I just really like to smoke up my bottom lash line. And I always start off with the lightest color. In this case, I think I started with the Makeup Forever, and I'll take that on a pencil brush, and then I'll go on with the darker color. This is the 162, and that will go on a brush that's much more precise and get it closer to the lash line. The key to doing this is using brushes to strategically place your eyeshadow so that you don't have like a big dark line under the eye. Make sure you blend. This is Costa Riche eyeliner from MAC. I've used it in the videos before, but it's like a red brown eyeliner, and I feel like it ties in really well with the other. See, I don't know if you can tell, but my concealer just moved when I touched it because that powder doesn't set it. It's so weird. But yeah, it just ties in with everything else. Then I'm going in with Nyon from MAC. I always pop this in the inner corner of the eye. It's just one of those tricks to help out my hooded eyed girls. Now I'm setting the rest of my foundation with my Studio Carebone powder. If the lighting seems like it's changing a lot in this video, it's because it is. I kept messing with settings on my camera and I was messing with my lights, and now the video looks like it was filmed like in 20 different places. Then I went in with Bobbi Brown Golden Light Bronzer. It is a very beautiful bronzer, but I will tell you it was a bad move on my part to use it today because I'm really pale and it's showing up super orange on my skin. I noticed it immediately, and my eyes are so orange, so it's just way too much going on orange wise. I probably should have used a dark face powder, but it's whatevs. We're gonna get through this. We're just gonna bronze up the outer area of our face like we always do to bring some warmth. Then I'm going in with Warm Soul Blush from MAC. It's one of my favorite blushes of life. I think it is my favorite blush of life now that I'm thinking about it. And we're just gonna put that all over our cheeks. I like this one because it's not super warm. It's not cool toned, it's not ashy, but it's a nice balance between all these oranges and reds just to add a little bit of a pinky mauve kind of color to the cheeks, and it has a nice glow to it as well. Then I'm going in with Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick in Beige, and I like to apply this with a precision eyeshadow brush, just like a 224 from MAC, because I have pores near my nose and on my forehead in certain areas, and if I go in with a big brush and just get highlighter everywhere, it can make textured skin look very cratery. So don't add highlighter to textured skin if you can avoid it. Then I'm going in with StripDown Lip Liner from MAC. It's kind of dark for me. I don't normally go in such a dark lip liner when I'm doing a nude lip, and right now as I'm watching this and I've got my eyebrows like that, I've got on this shirt, I kind of look like the brawny guy's lesbian chola cousin or something, but trust me, once the lipstick goes on top, it's not so bad. But I didn't want to have a washed out pale lip either, so this kind of gave me a nice medium. Speaking of lipstick, I went in with Blankety lipstick from MAC. I love this nude. I think it's probably the first nude lipstick I ever bought from MAC years and years ago. And it's really good for, once again, giving you a neutral lip, but not making you look pasty.
Then I topped it off with Patience Please Pro Longwear Lip Glass from MAC. I have talked about this before, just to lighten it up just a little bit and give some gloss to them lips. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you have not and thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Love you, mean it. Bye!